Hey everybody, welcome back to another signing reaction video. This one is going to be for third baseman Kazuma Okamoto, who was the last big Japanese free agent on the market before he was signed today by the Toronto Blue Jays, as reported here by Jeff Passan. John Heyman would later report that the deal was for 4 years and $60 million. Now, there might be some more language that comes out in terms of what the complete specifics are, but that seems like that's what the number is, at least in a general respect. Now, as for Okamoto's skill set, this website is put together by the Yakyu Cosmopolitan, by the way, they're great on Twitter. They're great anywhere that you can find their account. They're great for reporting specifically on Japanese baseball from an American angle. And they have a little website here where you can see that for all players that played at least 69 games, which he did last year, missed a little time with an elbow injury as a result of a collision, he was first in all of the MPB in batting average by 17 points. He was first in on-base percentage by 6 points, first in slugging percentage by nearly 20 points, and first in OPS by nearly 100. So we can see that his performance last year was excellent, especially when you take into account the fact that last year was one of the worst seasons for hitting in NPB history. Like a truly atrocious season. And he was throwing up a slash line that was incredibly impressive. An OPS over 1,000 is just ridiculous. And he struck out as often as he walked. 15 homers in those 69 games over a full major league season. If you projected that out, that'd be a little over 30 homers, a little over 100 RBIs. Incredibly impressive. And this is not the first year that he's been incredibly impressive. In his time in the NPB at the highest level, he has over 1,000 games played and a slash line of 277, 361, 521, coming out to an OPS of 882. Again, in recent years in the NPB, there has been more and more of a trend towards pitching-heavy approaches from NPB teams, as well as just the general run environment has encountered a real dead ball phenomena. So this is really a near 900 OPS in that environment in recent years. Is really impressive. His best season overall at the plate was, honestly, you can make an argument for 2018 when he was 22, when he batted over 300 with a 935 OPS and 33 homers. You could also make an argument for 2023, which is about a half decade later, where he had 41 homers and had an OPS that was a little bit higher than that. Overall, his skill set is that of a very polished hitter. He has pretty decent raw pop, he pulls a lot of fly balls, and he just has a good approach, which is going to help him big time. Where does he slot into that Toronto lineup? Well, right now, Fangraphs is projecting him to bat 7th and play third base. His defense at third base also is going to be a little suspect. We're going to see if he sticks there long term. But even if he doesn't, I think the Blue Jays have some DH at-bats open because Springer can still play the field. He can't play it well, but he can play there. So he's a good fit to slot in at that position to give them some hitting upside, which I think they needed at least one guy to push Nathan Lucas into a fourth outfielder role, which essentially this does here because Barger is going to spend the vast majority of time versus righties now in the outfield. Because as much as I do like Lucas, he is more of a fourth outfielder in terms of his mold as a player. So I think this is a great signing for the Blue Jays. They needed a real professional hitter in the middle, third of that lineup. I honestly don't think he's going to be batting 7th for them. I think you're more than likely going to reverse him and Barger. He'll probably be batting 6th to start the season just because he does have that professional hitting acumen. Whether or not this is going to affect the market for Bo Bichette is going to be interesting, or even Kyle Tucker. I know there's been some talk about them being in on Kyle Tucker, because a $60 million commitment over 4 years is not insubstantial. That's $15 million a season. They've already spent a decent amount over this offseason. If I had to rate it on a scale of F to A, just overall grade, I guess, I think I would give it an A. I think there's some decent upside here, but the floor is incredibly high, and for $15 million a season, you can do a lot worse. Thank you guys for checking in. I'll see you in the next one.
All right, everybody. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching. And if you did, consider checking out any of these other videos on your screen right now for other content just like this. Also, if you ever see anything you'd like to see me detail in the video, feel free to reach out to my email, basebpoet@gmail.com. And if I end up using your idea, I'll give you a shout out. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.